Welcome to another episode of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Ironmaglabs. Make your mark. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, and I'm here to bring you all the latest news in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. It's Thursday, April 22nd, 2015, and let's get to it. Ironmaglabs is in the midst of tremendous growth, with a new look to their website, new sponsored athletes, a bigger social media presence, and new products just around the corner. One of the most innovative companies in the industry is on the verge of changing the game once again. With support from strong team members like IFBB pros Sabrina Taylor and Bojana Vachelevic, and one of the frontrunners of this year's NPC USA's Big John Ward leading the new Make Your Mark branding, Ironmaglabs is popping up everywhere. Join Ironmaglabs on their website and their forums at ironmaglabs.com. If you don't believe that mystical creatures really exist, apparently you haven't laid eyes on 5% nutrition super freak Pollo Almeida. Earlier this week, the Canadian powerhouse released some new photos 12 weeks out from making his 2015 debut. Almeida's physique is absolutely oozing with thick, freaky muscle, and coming off a season where he tumbled down the lineup at Canadian Nationals, Almeida looks to be in all-out attack mode. If he can somehow manage to find the right balance of conditioning and fullness, it may very well be lights out for the competition. Coming off a very impressive showing at the Arnold Classic, where he finished 4th in the super competitive 212 division, Erin Clark still looks to be gunning through 2015 full throttle. Recently, Clark was spotted grinding out a brutally intense leg workout as he gears up to enter the next phase of his contest season. Back at the Arnold Classic, Clark brought his all-time best package to the stage, and as he continues to grow and improve, it seems like it's only a matter of time before we see him eke his way up into the top 3 on a major stage and battle it out against the top dogs of the 212 division. We're just a few weeks away from kicking off one of the biggest events of the year in New York City. And amidst all the hype and speculation about who's going to emerge with the victory, Max Charles has been quietly crafting one of the scariest physiques in bodybuilding. Earlier this week, Charles was spotted trashing his legs as he attempts to add in a few more precious details before unleashing Max 2.0 on his unsuspecting competition. From the waist up, there aren't many athletes in the sport who possess the kind of cartoonish muscle that Charles does. And if he's managed to add some size to his wheels to balance out his frame and really complete his look, it could be game, set, and match when he sets foot on stage. There may not be a competitor in the sport right now whose stock is hotter than Justin Compton's. After weeks of hype heading into the Arnold Classic, the next superstar in the making lived up to the headlines and cranked out an authoritative third-place finish. But apparently placing top 3 in one of the sport's most prestigious events wasn't quite enough. According to recently released reports, Compton had decided to pull out of the Olympia. Despite being considered a legitimate top 5 contender, Compton has decided to take time off to work on filling out his weak points, refining his package, and improving his presentation. The news certainly comes as a shock, but it isn't totally without precedent. As some fans may remember, once upon a time, Phil Heath decided to forego the Olympia himself, and it doesn't look like that strategy has worked out too bad for the 4-time Mr. Olympia. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Ironmaglabs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.